in April, and then she'll be done. I told her she had to have the balance paid off before the end of May. I mean, the girl is really good. The kid is really learning a lot. All right, so where do we have a problem with scheduling? Because a lot of this is new to me, and I expect adults to figure this out, and it looks like it's not figured out. So, last Thursday, only one person was here. Thursday before that, nobody was here. So I guess I'm confused on how or where you're going to be, because some days you're upstairs, some days you're downstairs.
Depends on how many people are available that day.
Okay.
Typically, there's 4 to 5 people on Thursdays.
Okay. Well, we don't know who's going to be this week, but because any talent that's in the agency don't get charged for the workshops. So if some people in your workshop want to take her workshop, is that going to be a problem?
If some people in my workshop
Want to take her workshop?
Why would they do that?
Because they have choices.
Who's soliciting them that?
If they're in the agency, when we
nobody's
send...
in the agency.
That's not true.
Who's
Dan
in the
and Matt. There's only 2 people replying. They're both in the agency.
Yeah, but Dan and Matt aren't paying to be in my class.
And they're not paying to be in her workshop. That's what I'm saying. So I don't understand what a problem is. Dan and Matt were the only 2. Did anybody else respond besides Dan and Matt?
Deanna's
in our agency.
And then
We only marketed to our agency.
Ambria.
We didn't market to none of your people.
Uh-huh.
Your people are not listed on our email
No,
files.
they're not. No.
So if they're in our agency, they're going to get all the marketing material. Dan and Matt were those 2 who got it. Aaron didn't get it. He's not in our agency. But Dan and Matt, they are in the agency, and they got it. And they both replied, and they says, well, it's going to be a conflict of schedule.
Yeah, I'll attend it, but if it's going to be a conflict with Taylor's class, then they didn't want to
attend it. So they have that option, so I don't understand what the problem
The
is.
problem is a couple of things. One, it was never mentioned to me that a workshop was going to start and that you were going to solicit people that were already working with me.
No, that's where you are wrong.
I am not wrong.
I don't have to talk to you about people in
You
my
do.
agency.
You do have to share with me that you're going after the people that are already working
No,
with me.
no. That's where you're wrong, Taylor.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I don't
That's
have
called
to share with
respect.
you or with Miranda what goes on in my agency. You guys are
If
independent.
I went after people that were in your agency and solicit them to work with me independently,
You
would that be
cannot.
right?
First of all, it's not independently. It's a workshop.
But yeah, okay,
It's
still,
a workshop.
but that's still independently going after them. If that would that
No.
be right?
No. Yes. The only way.
No, it would not.
In Nadia's world, yes.
Well, that's
The
that's
only
a
way,
limited world.
Taylor, it would be. Oh, that's shitty.
Well,
but the
you're,
only way.
you're going after people that are already working with
First
me.
of all, I own OMEG. If you're on my OMEG list and I want to put together a runway workshop or a modeling workshop or an acting workshop, I am free to do that with Mr.
I'm
You
not saying
or
you're not.
Miranda.
I'm
You
not
guys are
saying that,
independent
you're not.
contractors.
Only thing I'm asking is that you have this conversation with me so that if they're saying that it may be a conflict, then that's an issue that should have been addressed to me. So
No,
that
no, no.
when they come to me and go, yeah, it is. Because if they come to me and say, there's a workshop going on and I'm concerned that you weren't notified about it, and is that going to be a conflict for you? If I had known about it, then I would say that's not a conflict.
First of all, they're babies. Because if anybody that's in my agency come and tell you, well, I'm concerned because there's a conflict, screw them. They have the option to come to the workshop or go to your workshop.
I'm not saying they don't. What I'm saying
But you want me to
is,
run my schedule by you? You don't run your
no,
schedule
it's
by
not-
me?
Yes, I do. I have to tell you when I'm
No,
going to be here.
no. When it comes down to things that goes on with Evan Michael show or Taylor's people,
I tell
you don't
you that.
run nothing by me.
I tell you all of that. when
Okay,
I'm
so
here.
how come I just found out you're running workshops on Friday?
I just determined that yesterday.
But you didn't talk to me first.
Well, it was asked to me today, and I was going to call you today.
But then you should have called me before you determined that, if we were going to be on Taylor's rules.
No, it's not on my rules, Nadia. See, this is where it gets out of hand. This is what I'm saying. If you guys have a workshop, it has nothing to do with me. And that's fine, you go after people. But if someone
Quit saying go after like we're out here trying to steal your people.
no,
Not
I'm
one
not
of
saying
your
that.
people outside of this agency has been contacted.
But I'm not saying that. What I'm
So they're not your
saying,
people. They're my people.
what I'm saying is, I recruited Matt. Matt is here because of me. Remember that.
Whoa. Okay.
I found Matt, right? Did Matt come to you guys first? No. I
Okay.
recruited Matt in Myers. Ask him.
Okay,
Okay.
So
So the
you
thing
own
is-
you own Matt.
I don't
We'll
say
take Matt off our list.
I don't say I own anybody. What I'm saying
You
is
said you're
I
people.
want respect about it. That's all. If you're doing a workshop and you notify me you're doing a workshop and you go in after everybody's in the agency and then they come to me and say that, I'm going to look surprised and go, I didn't know you were having a workshop. Why
First
not
of all,
just
I'm
tell
not
me?
going to come to you, Taylor, for my business. You don't come to me for yours.
Well, I do.
You do not.
What do
What
I-
goes on with Evan Michael? A guy walked in here and says, "Oh, I'm here to meet with Taylor for Evan Michael show." I didn't know anything about it. I'm like, "Oh, well, I don't know anything about
I
that."
did let you know that. Maybe you didn't remember I let you know about it, but I did
Taylor,
let you know
I don't
that.
have the luxury of time to contact you when I make a decision about this agency. I just don't.
Well,
And now, if I was going to email your private clients, then I would make the time to say, Taylor, you know what? Can I get all these other people that do work with us, not in the agency, to do this? That's different. But it is unfair for you to ask me to tell you when I would make a decision for my business.
only if you're talking to the people that are already in my class.
I haven't talked to anyone but the people in my agency.
Yeah, but
Dan
they're
is
already
in-
working with me. That's all I'm saying. It's
What
a mutual
is
respect
it going to
thing.
hurt them
No,
to
I'm
take
not
her
saying
workshop?
that. But if they come to me and ask me about it, wouldn't it be right that I know about it, that I'm aware of it?
So you want us to put you on the email list too in case you want to attend Miranda's workshop?
Well, what I want is to be respected, and what's going on
This
now
is
is
not
disrespect.
This is not
Yes,
a
it
disrespect.
is, Nadia. You're talking to someone who has an audience of 4 million people in this state. I talk to people in 30 countries on a weekly basis.
We're talking about 2 damn models, Taylor. Really?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about respect, darling.
2
And you know that.
models? Oh
You
my
can have
God,
them. I don't
Taylor.
care. If they decide
I don't
to
want
run
them.
it-
They're not making me any money. And
None
we're not
of them
charging
are.
them for. We're not charging
How
them
many
for the
models in here are
workshop.
making money for this agency?
Well, how many damn models in the states making money? Let's be real.
There's a few.
Name them.
I can tell you that Sarah Wilson is making money.
Oh, okay. Who she belong to?
She's with an agency out in Grand Rapids.
Oh, well, good for Sarah. I'm sure she can live off the money she's making in this state because she's the only person I...
Nobody is making a lot of money. We know that.
Exactly.
We know that. What I'm talking about, though, it has nothing to do with that. I'm talking about if you're addressing people I'm working with and they come to me and go, is that going to be a conflict that I'm working in this other
Who
workshop?
came to you and said that?
I said, if they did,
But did they come to you?
they will.
But shit, the workshop is Thursday. They have it, which means they don't see it as a conflict.
But it is a conflict. If it's Thursday and I'm here, what time is it Thursday?
It's the same time.
That's
It's 4
my fault,
o'clock.
because I had scheduled 4
See-
o'clock thinking yours was at 6. and
Hold
you'd be
on,
your
guys.
way.
There's
So that
2
is my fault.
locations, upstairs and downstairs. This is really not even.
That's fine.
This is not even a big deal. I'm
That's
blown
fine.
away.
So
this
where's
isn't
the
an
workshop
issue.
going to be held? Downstairs?
Well, it all depends on who has the largest audience. The person with the largest audience needs the biggest space.
I agree. So is it downstairs? You know, yeah.
But
She's working on getting confirmations.
I
don't
see.
know
So
how
you
many
haven't.
we have confirmed.
And it's
we
this
don't
Thursday?
even know how many is confirmed.
This Thursday, the ones that I had scheduled for Thursdays after this, we're going to move over to Wednesday because then I can do them at a better time for the clients anyway.
Okay. All right. So basically, it's just dialogue. I'm all about communication.
You're full of shit.
Except that
So
I
are
can
you,
use
Nadia.
you and
You're-
I
ask
know
about
I'm
this
full of
and you
shit.
never
Now
got
admit
back
it.
to me.
Your ass
I'm
don't
not-
admit when you're full of shit.
I'm not full of shit
You
because
come
there's
in here
no
for
shit
2
to be
damn
full
months.
of.
You come in here for 2 models. Really, Taylor.
How many people have you seen in the group? Tell me the truth.
Taylor, I don't bother with your group, sweetie.
Well, then, how
I
do you
let
know how
have
many people
crap
are in my
blank.
group?
But
Who's the
no.
full of shit person?
Hey,
You're talking
I
out your
admit I'm
ass
full
now.
of shit. I admit
Listen,
I'm
I
full of
don't
shit.
need this.
But we're
I'm
talking
doing
about
this to
2
help
people.
you, and you know
How are
that.
you helping me?
Because
Dan and Matt?
I brought Matt to you, and he paid money to this agency. Did he not?
Okay, how many people,
How many people in this room
people
can
in
say they
your
did that?
workshop?
Raise hands.
Oh, that's such bullshit.
That's not bullshit. That's reality check here, huh? Let's raise hands. You talking to the wrong person. I'm 53 fucking years old.
And you marketing to 40,000 fucking people. What does 2 damn hours have to do with that?
Again, let's take a show of hands. How many people have
Ain't
got
no
money in
damn
the agency
hand. She
besides
works
you
for
and
me.
me?
She better not raise her damn hand.
How
And
many
she just
people?
started. I dare her to raise her damn hand.
Exactly. So here
So
we go.
you're the only person. I got 2 hands. Now, shit, I brought them all in here. Now what?
Yeah, right.
Wow, 2 models. You can fucking have Dan
Where's the
and
camera?
Matt.
Where's the camera?
The
They didn't even
camera's
touch
right
that.
there. You can have Dan and Matt. Hell, ain't neither one of them made me no damn money.
None of them have made any money.
Okay, so I still don't understand why you're bitching over
I'm
two
not
people in
bitching.
the
I'm
email.
saying respect. Just let me know you're having a workshop
No.
on Thursday, and you're asking people who normally work with me at 4
We
o'clock
haven't
on
asked
Thursday.
any of your people.
What deal is that?
They screwed that shit up.
Okay, so now
They
you're
screwed
pointing the
that
finger.
No, she screwed that up.
Okay, so
She
now we
didn't-
know.
then you
I
admit
I
she
understand.
screwed
admit
that up.
the timing scheduling thing is my fault, and I
And you're
apologize,
forgiven.
and I will not schedule anything
You're
at
forgiven.
Thursday
I
at 4 o'clock
appreciate
anymore.
that. I appreciate that.
But I did
All I'm
email
asking
you, Taylor,
for
and asked
crazy
you
people.
about your schedule, and
What
I
the
never
hell
got
you
an
mean
email
she's
back from you.
forgiven? I'm not forgiven?
What are you forgiven for?
What the hell you bitching for?
I'm not bitching. I'm saying respect.
Oh my
You're the
God.
one
He's just
bitching.
talking about communication.
You need to
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah, no, I like this girl.
You know, you need to hire her.
We just might. You crack me up.
Okay, you crack me up too. So should we put you on the email list now when you two are doing your acting?
That would
thing?
help so that I'm aware of it and that we don't have conflicts.
We can
Because if I can
see you.
reschedule stuff, I will for you.
Well,
I'm willing
like
to
you
work
said,
with you.
I sent you an email asking when your
Uh-huh,
workshops were, and I didn't get a
I
reply.
didn't get an email.
Ooh,
I sent it to
ooh, ooh.
Taylor at Okemos Modeling. That's the email address.
Oh,
she
he
gave
don't
me.
check that because he's not
Well,
part
that's
of us.
the email
We
address
not
you
that
gave
important.
me.
He should be checking that.
That should be
It
it.
forwards to that
Although,
thing
let's
right
back
there.
up a little bit. Last year, that should have been forwarded directly to my Gmail account.
Oh, now you want me to go off skelter and forward something to you?
You told me it would be.
Set it up.
Well, I can set it up, but
But then you should have
it
been
was
set
working
it up.
before.
Well, then let it be working
Because
again.
when people go to the agency website, they contact me first.
Why?
Tell me.
You're not that damn important. Why?
Oh, but they're going after you because you've had all these successful models. That's why they're contacting you. Don't
I am
start
in a
with me.
shitty town.
Okay.
If I can make bread out of freaking mold in this town,
Look,
good
Nadia.
luck.
Look, Nadia. It's not about that. It's about the respect that I have for you. Otherwise,
You ain't got no damn respect for me.
No,
No.
Really?
Really?
really.
Yeah.
Again, let's show a
You
hands of how
forgave
many
her.
people brought money in this agency.
Well, lo and behold, I got a mansion off the shit I make on Smiley. Really? I was on
But-
food
but-
stamps when I opened this agency. And I stayed on food stamps for a year, even after Matt's ass paid us $850. And I gave you $300 of that $850. Don't you bullshit me. I gave you $300 of that
For what?
$850. He paid. Acting lessons.
From
Do
Matt.
you remember that?
From Matt?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let me go back and check the paperwork on that.
Oh,
But
honey, I
anyway,
got the receipt book.
Let me just say this.
I got the receipt book.
Let me just say this, and this is unequivocal. We can work together. I just need communication.
Okay, Taylor, I will give you some respect, but I'm not giving you communication. She is.
That's her job.
I don't do that.
I'll do that.
You should have did it already. We wouldn't be having this.
That's how we're
conversation.
communicating because the only thing I was going off of was her.
Oh, so you started this shit.
No,
I did.
no. Well, I
didn't even
said
know it was
I
a
did.
problem
I
with
called.
her.
I called him because we weren't sure. She told me her schedule, and it didn't click until Taylor did come last week on Thursday, and she was like, and when we got those emails from his people or the people that are working with
There
him,
are people.
our people that are working with him.
Exactly.
Okay, they said is that we'll attend, but does it conflict with Taylor? And so
And I
the
said I
first
thought
thing.
his was at 6 o'clock, and so she called him.
Right.
Or-
So the first thing I did was call him,
Okay,
and that's why I
I
asked
got
him to
you.
come here so we can work this out.
Then normally the email at Taylor at Okemos Modeling would come to Gmail. For some reason, I don't know what's going on with the internet issues.
Well, can
but
you
that
fix
stopped.
it so Taylor can get his respect? Please.
Okay, I will. I will try.
So
Taylor,
whoever.
would you like to give me your Gmail, and each month when I set a schedule, I'll just email it directly
I thought
to
I
you?
gave you my card, didn't I not?
I don't have it, no. All I have is your Okemos Modeling email. That's all I have.
And his Open Smiling email should transfer over to
It
the
will.
To the
Gmail.
Gmail.
Yeah, I can
Fix
link
it.
it in. I think I can. You may have to do that because you have the administration.
Oh, now she work for you too?
No, she has her account is the admin, but
What is wrong with you, girl?
I'm hungry, shit. That's what's wrong with me. My ass is on a diet. I'm
She's on a
starving.
diet.
Liquid shit can
starving.
kill your
I'm
ass.
starving. I need food. Shit, that's what happened. The bitch come on me when I'm hungry. And I'm going to be out for a while, so you better get used to it.
So, did the contract show up?
It did.
Yep.
Can you click that? Cut that shit off.
my bad.